Victor Wembanyama, this year's Rookie of the Year for the San Antonio Spurs, has some insight on Star Wars, and I loved his take, except maybe the fact that one of his favorites is Attack of the Clones. But other than that, let's go ahead and take a look at what he says in this interview. I don't know who that other guy is, but it looks like JJ Redick is in here as well. So let's take a look, and I'll come in at the end for some more commentary.
Movie or show?
Yeah, Star Wars is my thing for sure. I know everything about Star Wars.
Ranking? Because this is going to be...
Sorry?
There's a lot of Star Wars fans. Do you have a top 3?
Movies?
Of Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. First of all, when I say Star Wars, I don't count the 3 last.
So what's funny is right here we can see even the younger generation does not necessarily like the sequel trilogy. I think they just did way too much damage to the legacy characters that we all love. He does. Now, he is saying that he is a 2000s kid, so maybe the 2010s, the aughts, as they call it, or even kids born, in the 2020s, here in the next few years as they start watching those movies, will like the sequels. But I think that will happen until they get older and start beginning to realize how lame they are. Much like how I loved Return of the Jedi. It was my favorite movie because I loved the Ewoks. But as I got older, I began to realize how lame it was that the Ewoks took down the Empire on Endor. So Return of the Jedi stopped being my favorite movie, and then it went to Empire Strikes Back, as because it has the twist, and it just has all the, the battle on Hoth, and all just so many amazing things about and the I Love You I Know with Han, just so many things. Now my favorite is A New Hope. And it's just because that, I'll get into my own, Star Wars maybe in a different video. But I just wanted to stop it here and add some of my own commentary into the fact that even he really doesn't like the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
The 3 last, what?
Movies. I'd say as a 2000s kids, I'm more of a prequel fan, even though I love the original trilogy. So my favorite is Revenge of the Sith.
Nah, it's awesome. I think even though everybody's favorite movie from the OG might be Empire or Return of the Jedi, or they might have their own personal favorite, but I really think a lot of people who at least maybe didn't see the OG in theaters, because I'm 87, so I'm not young, but I didn't see the OG in the theaters, and I grew up with the OG, but I hit the prequels when I was like 12 years old, and Revenge of the Sith came out when I was like a senior in high school, so it was, the perfect time for me to see that movie. And you kind of can relate to Anakin more with everybody. All you want to do is just do what you think is right, but everyone is telling you that that's wrong and things like that. So but that's my own take on it. But it's just funny that even this younger generation here is saying that Revenge of the Sith is the best. Because honestly, I really do think Revenge of the Sith is the best movie. I think really, if you wanted to watch Star Wars at the best, I would watch Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, A New Hope, and Empire. Simply because, I think Rogue One is, my 5th favorite movie. Behind the OG, Revenge of the Sith, then Rogue One comes in as my 5th favorite. So I think it would be fun enough to, throw Rogue One in there between Revenge of the Sith. And now that does kind of spoil the twist in Empire. So you could do A New Hope, Empire, Revenge of the Sith, and then Rogue One. But really, I think that's the strength of Star Wars. That's their wheelhouse right there. And then you can watch Return of the Jedi at the end if you wanted to see how it turned out.
And My second favorite's got to be Attack of the Clones, and I'd say The Empire Strikes Back.